Where the world plays. The DP World ILT 20 draws to a dramatic climax this Sunday, January 4th, with the final. The remaining teams in the tournament are the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders, the Desert Vipers, the Dubai Capitals, and the MI Emirates. The remaining matches in the tournament will decide this week which two teams will fight it out on Sunday, January the 4th, to lift the coveted trophy. To be part of the action, get your tickets from the Virgin Megastore Tickets and be there on Sunday, January the 4th to witness the final of this amazing tournament.
Hi, Miss Rich.
Hello.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you finally.
Yes, nice to meet
person.
you too. Yes, we met once on Zoom.
Yeah.
So. Nice to have you here. Welcome to
Thank
Tasty
you
Humans.
so much.
Please introduce yourself and who are you and what do you do?
Okay, so my name is Nayara. I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires, and I'm a DJ.
Fantastic.
Yes, just simple, very simple. I don't want to get into so much, Let's see later.
You don't want to get into it. Okay, end it there.
No. Was it so boring?
That was it. That's the
Okay.
podcast. Thank you for coming.
No,
No,
okay,
I'm joking.
thank you.
So look, DJing is, I used to run nightlife. I used to run nightclubs in the UK and everything like that for a long time. And I love talking to DJs and people into music because it's like one of these things in life that just connects people. Do you know what I mean?
I think music is everything.
Yeah, 100%.
It's completely everything.
So what was your first inspirational memory of music?
So I'm a huge fan of Madonna.
Yeah.
And she was the one who basically introduced me to this world.
Mm-hmm.
My first memory is her because I'm her fan since I'm 5 years old, She raised me basically. I swear to God, she doesn't know, but she raised me. I swear.
What was the first Madonna song you remember listening to?
So the one who introduced me to her was my dad. He loves the 80s and 90s. So the songs that I remember from her, it's like La Isla Bonita, Borderline, like a Virgin, like a Prayer, all of it.
Yeah,
that was my introduction.
That mid to late 80s that was. She was massive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a warrior.
On par with Michael Jackson at the time.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
I love them both, but she was always something for me,
She had something that not a lot of artists can do now, but she had a wonderful way of re-imaging herself.
Yeah, she still does.
Until now. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, people, they say bad things about it, but she still do it.
What are they saying that's bad?
I don't know. They talk about her age and whatever she does is but you're old and come on, she's a legend, What's going on? What's going on with people? I swear to God, it's crazy.
Yeah, Madonna's
you be
definitely
upset
on the
with
right.
that?
Yeah.
She's been always like that. Just get it over, she's been always like that.
Yeah, what do you expect her to
what
do?
do you
Yeah, what do you
expect?
expect? Just Madonna.
Exactly. No, it's so funny.
There'd be more, I suppose there would be more. Yeah, no, you're right. I've never thought about it like that. There would be, because I have myself coming from that era, looked at Madonna and thought, yeah, okay, come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You are pushing, she's got to be mid-60s now. And
Yeah.
it's cover yourself up a bit. But
Yeah.
then, like you say, what would you expect if
What do
Madonna
you
walked
expect?
out actually looking
She will make it even worse. The
you
more
go,
you
what are you doing?
the more they how do I say criticize?
Criticize, yeah.
The more she will do it. She doesn't care.
What's your favorite Madonna song?
Ooh, this question is so hard.
Yeah, I love asking.
Oh my
things
God,
this.
it's 1,000 songs are coming into my
Right,
head.
top three. There you go. I'll
Top
make it a little bit
three.
easier. Top three.
Secret. I love Secret. Do you know it?
No. Oh no, you put me on the spot. No.
I don't want to sing. I don't want to like embarrass myself.
You'd be if you did,
Yeah.
you'd be the first Tasty Humans guest to either sing or you'd be to sing or attempt singing. Do you know?
Can you imagine? That's so funny. Okay, it's secret.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so hard. I swear. I don't want to take a lot of time to think about it. I'm just gonna say the songs that are coming into my head right now. Nothing Fails.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say right now, because I'm listening to it quite a lot, Jump.
Okay.
Do you know them or not?
I actually don't. I say that like I say that like that's a surprise.
I'm
to
sure
me.
you know.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Secret.
probably know if I heard it. Yeah. Yeah, Secret. Sure. I remember. I think the last one I remember her doing, she did one with Britney Spears. Is it called Circus? I thought that was very good.
No, it's called. What was the name? Something Against Me.
I think they did it. I think they did it shortly after Madonna kissed her and Christina Aguilera on stage at the MTV Awards. That was wild.
What a moment!
As well.
What an iconic moment!
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I was watching MTV.
What did you think as a kid? Because this was where Madonna got a lot of shit, basically.
Yeah.
Which was this kind of. Do you remember she did a book called Sex? Remember this?
Yeah, of course.
And I was, because as we established
That's
before
crazy.
we
When
started
I see
recording.
it, sorry, what?
Well, as we established before I was recording, I'm 18 years older than you. So when she did that, I think I was about 17, 18 when that book thing came out. That was wild. That was like
wild, right?
wild.
Even when I see it
controversy.
now, it's like, how did she do this? Like, even now would be like crazy, you know? Imagine back then.
Do you know, I can't say the F word. Do you know what I mean? But she didn't give an F.
No, clearly.
And that
That's
was back
why.
in a time where you could not give an F,
Really?
and everyone just had to deal with it. I think now with social media and connectivity, there's too much backlash.
There is too
do you know
much,
what I
but
mean?
back then, nothing. So,
Yeah,
who
she was
cares,
like, there you go.
right?
Here's me kissing
Wow.
Naomi Campbell.
I wonder how that feel. Yeah.
It was, I have to say, this was quintessential Madonna. Do you know what I mean? It was like, what are you going to do next? And that was the key. And I think to the truly great artists, which there's only a few in music and movies and everything, is where you don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And then what comes next, you're like, half the time you're not happy with it because you just wanted what they did before.
Exactly.
But then suddenly it grows on you and you go, oh, you're so clever. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So is it Madonna that has inspired you to be so, I suppose, dramatic in your look?
Yeah.
Not just today, just when you're performing.
Yeah. She's like my biggest inspiration. I also love Lady Gaga a lot. It's like both are like my pop stars. But Madonna, she's like mother, you know. As I told you, she raised me. And like a lot of my character comes from growing with her, basically, you know. This not caring so much. I won't say like I don't care at all. Sometimes I will lie, you know. Sometimes I find myself like caring. That doesn't mean I will stop doing something, but yeah, like it helped me a lot in my career to just, you know, learn from her.
Were you like that as a child? You know, like as a young child, were you a bit of I suppose we used to refer to, we still do, as exhibitionists,
Yeah, okay.
you know, where you want to go out and not just respectfully get attention, but you want to create noise with how you look. Because Madonna and Lady Gaga are the two.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lady Gaga is
definitely.
probably the closest that's
Yeah,
ever come
always.
to Madonna.
Always.
So it's two very, really good examples about your character. So
Yeah,
have you
always,
always felt
always.
that way?
This is since I'm literally a kid.
What were
know?
you doing?
I will always like find a way to dress. Not to, I don't know if it's dress to impress. It's just like I wanted to look different, you know, and I wouldn't say I was nice. It was nice, like a nice look. And now I remember it is like, girl. But I see there was something always, you know.
What were some of the extreme things you've done with your? So what are some of the things you look back at and you go, oh, you know, is there one that sticks out where you're like, because don't worry, we're going to get to your
some
favorite.
ugly shoes.
Yeah,
I don't know, like, you know, some like funny looks that back then for me was like, oh wow, this is like so cool. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, terrible. But it's cute, you know. I don't complain or anything. I just look at it and I see there was always something, you know, and it's beautiful to see like the transformation.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I love it so much.
How did your parents view this? Were they trying to restrict you from, you know, that
My
kind of
parents
way
no,
of don't go
no,
out dressed like that?
Never.
You know? Oh, good for you.
I think they didn't have an option, you know. It was never, but never, no. They never told me, like, oh my God, don't dress like this. Never. My parents are young though, like they're 50.
Okay.
My mom was 19, 20 when she had me. So they are very open-minded, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So when did you first decide you wanted to be a DJ?
Maybe I was at my 20s. Yeah. I used to go to, I still do, my favorite club in Buenos Aires. It's called Club 69. It's very like, we were talking before we started about this like disco, you know, like 80s vibes, like drag queens and like all of that. That's the vibe of the club. For me, it's the best club in the world. And yeah, like my desire to DJ started there. I was just going, watching at the DJs and I'm like, wow, like, and I love fashion too. So I think I can choose, this is perfect it goes together, you know?
Was there a particular DJ there that you sort of idolized?
Not really, no. No.
And what was it about? So tell me about the club itself. Like
Yeah.
I went to, as we were talking before, like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Please, if you ever go to Buenos Aires, you need to go. Like,
Yeah.
even if I will tell you, but even if I'm trying to explain, it's something magical
Yeah.
there, you know? There is always this energy that I cannot explain.
And was that coming from the music or
It's just the place,
atmosphere, the people?
the atmosphere of they do the party. I don't want to be wrong, but maybe over 20 years. I'm not sure about it, but it's like an iconic, legendary place there, you know. And it's interesting because I was in Argentina a couple of months ago. Last time I went was 5 years ago when I moved here. So then I went back after 5 years, 3-4 months ago, and I had my gig in this club. It was like my dream. It's honestly,
wow.
they made my dream come true. I had this gig, and after the gig, something changed in me. Like I realized, I don't even know how to explain, but something happened that night that changed me in terms of like my career and all of that. That when I came back to Dubai, I was like, I wanna blow my career. Like, I'm ready for this. Like, this is all I want to do. Now I know I have the capacity to make it, you know? And it was because of that place. Like, there is some connection, something happened there.
I think that anybody that has experienced, I don't know, like I know what you're getting at, which are those moments in clubbing. And I think that I can't even do it myself. You can't put it into words.
I cannot.
Where there are these nights that happen in clubs where there's the people that you're with.
Yeah, there is a specific moment that, and I work a lot, like before that gig, you know, while I was preparing the music, there is a specific moment that I wanted to create that atmosphere, and it happened in the most beautiful way. You know, it was just magic.
What happened?
I don't even know how
was it a particular song? Were you planning
it was
your
a
set and
particular
you thought that's the moment?
Like the whole set was made on a particular song, and it was that moment.
Yeah.
You know?
What set were you playing? Were you early, late, prime, headliner, post headliner, warm up?
It was the opening.
Okay.
But I play as they gave me the main. I killed it. You know, it was like, this is my opportunity. Don't expect me to be like, okay, I'll be chill because then someone else is coming after me, and like, I'm sorry. It's not like I was trying to step up on anyone, but it was the only opportunity I had, you know? So... yeah, I give my
did
everything.
They tell you to play calm? Did they say like they gave free rein?
The funny thing is, like, after me there was another DJ, and the only thing they told me was like, please make sure to like play house by the end of the set, because you know the other DJ, like, he likes house and like he's very sensitive about it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like, don't worry. Like, how dare you telling me? Play house is one of my favorite genres. And I play house, but like, the place was about to explode at the end, you know? Then when the other DJ come, was like, okay, like,
you were like,
I think I went too hard, but he wanted house, so, you know?
Do you remember his reaction? Did he come up next to you and just go, like, how am I supposed to? Or was it like, yeah?
I haven't seen him. No, he's an amazing DJ though.
Yeah,
he's really amazing. But yeah. I remember like people telling me like, girl, like,
you know, what can I do? Look at it still now. You're
exactly.
you remember it so clearly now, just like.
I remember, but what was funny for me too is that when I finished my gig, I went to the Camerino again. Chill. I was like going by myself. And in my head, I was like, this was like shit. Or it wasn't, I didn't say it was shit, but it was like, this was such a normal, I didn't feel like it was like, wow, you know? But then when I started to see people's reaction, I was like, wait, I'm not understanding what's going on. You know, I was surprised. And people was like, you don't see yourself, like you don't understand. Like the owner of the party was like, you need to monetize this. Like, really, what are you doing? You know? So basically this place is like, it gave me confidence again.
Yeah.
Maybe I couldn't see myself. People used to tell me like, yes, I see potential, I see this, but I wasn't seeing it myself, you know? That's why I'm very grateful to Club 69. I recommend everyone to go when you go to Buenos Aires. The best club in the world. It's just, there is something there. No, I was born there.
But this is born in that club, raised by Madonna.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There you go.
That's the title of the podcast.
That's the title. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Born in Club 69, raised by Madonna. Do you know what I mean? 100 million views on YouTube for just that title.
I swear to God. Person? Oh, you were right with this. Yeah.
You're loving that. Do you know
I'm loving
it. Fine.
Yeah.
I should probably get better ones made.
It's fine. And I move a lot. Okay.
There you go. We'll make a note of that. Do you know what I mean? I need to get better ones. This is all my fault. It's not your fault.
It's fine. Whatever.
But so you know, because like when we were talking about those moments in clubs, see, there's two things. When I used to run nightclubs, like
you used to run nightclubs?
Yeah, I used to run in London. I used to run Pasha.
Oh wow!
In Victoria Street. So, you know. And again, in that kind of world, it's like Pasha's probably the VIP club of rave clubs.
Okay.
It's the brand that can have the dance floor, you know, of 1,000 people totally off their heads. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it can also have 25 VIP tables, you know, with bottles of vodka and all of that showy stuff, because it's Pasha. You know, there's a lot of like tech clubs and dark, full of smoke and concrete in London. I suppose Pasha, I think the greatest way to sort of, I would describe Pasha is in Ibiza. David Guetta was doing his Thursday night, you know, F Me, I'm Famous, you know, back in 2008, 9, stuff like that. And Kylie Minogue walked out on stage and sung, and everyone in the place went crazy.
Wow, that's so iconic.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And that was when there was that kind of thing happening where there was like house DJs and pop singers started to merge and make sort of songs. But if Kylie Minogue walked out on stage at, let's say, you know, Ministry of Sound or Fabric in London,
wow,
you know, they'll start chucking drinks at her. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So Pasha was the one that had that commercial crossover.
Okay.
But anyway, the point is, you do large crowds of people in London and drugs and drink, and you have so many issues to deal with. Is that I used to say, you know, it's the best job unless the club's actually open, and then it's a nightmare. But when people say, you know, why'd you do it? And like you're saying about being in those environments, when the DJ hits that tune at that moment and the lights go up and everyone screams and the confetti cannons go off and that, as a manager, the feeling you can't describe it.
You cannot.
When you just think for a moment, you're like, yeah, that's why I do this.
It's impossible to describe it. And, you know, sometimes I get so nervous before I have like a good gig. I was playing in Soho Garden for a couple of days ago. And yeah, when there is like people and like, you know, you're in like one of the best places, you know, right now in Dubai. And it's like I was so nervous before, but then once I go there, it's just everything just.
What do you think makes you nervous?
I don't know. I think it's this anxiety. But what a good question. I don't really know exactly what. I think it's just, I don't know, maybe thinking something might be wrong, or maybe like, you know, anxiety is just thinking about something that could happen in the future. So most probably is that, like, what if people doesn't like this track, or I don't know, honestly. Or it's just the fact that I'm there, you know.
There's a lot of pressure.
There is pressure.
DJs are definitely under pressure.
Yeah.
Because I've seen DJs kill a dance floor. You know,
Yeah.
one DJ's got them, you know, and then everyone's having a great time, and then the next DJ comes on.
Exactly.
Within 20 minutes, people are like,
and
and
also,
gaps start to appear, and it's very tough.
You remind me now. Also, I take risks, you know, when it comes to my sets. As I told you, in Club 69, I play as if they gave me the main.
Yeah.
And it's a risk because you never know. Like, people might get upset. I don't know, maybe it's too much for the beginning. You never know. And the same thing, I still do it. Like, every time I have the opportunity to play in like a place that, okay, this might be maybe one time, or you never know, I give my all and I really take risks. And that's why I get nervous before, because I know that
you know
or they
you're gonna
hate
take
me
a
or
risk.
they love me. There is no in between, you know. It's like,
But that's good.
I love it.
But it's a
and then
good
when I
thing.
do it, these people get crazy, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the results are like, wow, it's so good. But it's not always like that, you know. It's not always.
Do you think that your risk-taking approach is why you like to dress up?
I think so.
In a and tell me if I'm wrong. You know, this is not about. I ask direct questions, and it's like, have no problem with going, Sab, no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's almost like as when people like to create sort of personas, you know, then half of it is I want to hide, but the other half is I can't hide because I want to be out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like if something went wrong, it's like, yeah, I'll just take all this off and walk out the door.
For me, it really helped me a lot. Like, I don't want to hide. Clearly, like what am I gonna hide? Like, probably people will look at me more. I don't pay attention to that because I do it for myself. I don't do it for people. But for sure, it gives me this like power. You know,
Yeah.
like I feel good. I feel like protected in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And also when I go and I play, of course, it's like I'm full on dressed. Sometimes I wear the sunglasses. At the same time, I wanna deliver an amazing work in terms of music, like an amazing mixing. You know, I'm very like, if I do something wrong while I'm mixing, it's like the end of the world for me. I still have to work a lot on that, on not stressing myself so much because it happened. It happened to the big DJs too. But I'm taking care of so many things at the same time, you know. So also that before I start, it gives me a little bit of anxiety. It's like, okay, like now you have to give your 100%, you know, and make sure everything is okay. So yeah, it's a challenge. And also taking the risk of like breaking the place, you know, and enjoying. But I promise you, I cannot even explain how much I enjoy doing it. Like, it might sound dramatic when I say all of this, but when I'm actually doing it, it's like the best
No,
feeling
100%.
in the world.
When
You know?
when a DJ's got the audience, that when you know when it's happening.
Of
you,
course
you know
I know.
you
Yeah,
know when
yeah.
you work in clubs, you know when you're there, you know when you're behind the decks, you know that when whatever you do, they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You're like in the zone.
And you know what? Like, I don't drink alcohol. It's been like 3 years. I don't drink. No, I don't even smell it. No, it's not even close to me. I don't even crave it. And I enjoy, like, the level of enjoyment I have when I play. It's really like a lot, and people can feel it. So the connection is so pure, even though people is like, like drinking, whatever. I know that the fact that I'm clean and I'm giving clean energy, they will receive it, even if they are like high or drunk,
Yeah.
And this like what happened there is just magical.
Well, I think
Really.
that all my life, all the different raves and clubs I've been to and everything like this, there's always two types of DJs, right? There was the outgoing, dressed up, going mad DJ performer, and then there was the I'm taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was a great example from the 90s would possibly be Sasha or John Digweed and Jeremy Healy and John Do the Please Women. So John Do the Please Women was like a transvestite, came out wearing a dress and heels and everything like this.
I need to search about it.
Yeah, I'll
Sorry,
I'll tell him afterwards. And then
Yeah.
Jeremy Healy wore a white vest and a kilt and had his hair in plaits down the side, and their
Yeah.
music was banging and loud and explosive,
Yeah.
and everyone screaming and big, like music that I like to refer to, music with fireworks.
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
So it's
exactly.
huge vocals and everything else. Sasha and John D was like, look at how I'm mixing, I'm taking it, I'm standing, and they were
and
both.
I see it so much nowadays. I see it so
Yeah,
much
it's
still,
boring.
and it's like, fuck. Like, bro, you're playing in front of so many people. Why you're not even looking at them?
And this,
What's going on?
And this, I
I
think,
know.
is
I'm getting upset actually.
no, get upset, man.
cannot
like
fake
it.
it.
Go for it. You know what I mean?
I
Look
swear.
tell them.
I'm upset with you guys. What are you doing? Why are you playing music for what?
Well, do you know what I think people don't grasp is that DJing is on the verge of being very diluted because there are certain programs that you can use where you don't even mix. Where you're just going on,
Yeah.
and then you're just standing there going like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we know this as an audience. The audience
course.
knows. They
audience
know
knows.
that, the more that tech comes into it,
Mm-hmm.
the more mixing and this is the art of DJing. Like someone said to me once, you know, anyone can learn to mix music, but not everyone can be a DJ.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
For me, it's so important, the taste, you know, the taste of the music selection. It takes hours. It takes really so many hours to select music. There is something that a person told me. He's the music director of Soho Garden, and this was really nice to hear, because I will not tell this to people, but when someone sees that, for me, it's like amazing. He told me the last set I did in Soho, he was like, each one of the tracks you pick has an energy. And this is so true. And when he told me that, it's like, wow, like how amazing is that someone who knows about music can like tell me that, because it's true. Each track that I pick, let's say, I don't know, 22 tracks, each one of them has something. Like something happened to me when I listened to it, and that's what happened to people too, you know. But until I don't feel certain connection with the track, I don't put it in my list.
Yeah, 100%.
So imagine a 2-hour set list with which each track with an energy. It's like beautiful, you know.
And I think it's extremely important for an audience to see the DJs enjoying themselves.
Of course.
But
people
don't do
say
it.
it.
But people don't do it. They come and they play and they just stand there.
Yeah.
And it's like, what, are you too cool for this?
Exactly.
You know, like you want everyone else to enjoy themselves, or do you want everyone to just stand there like you are?
Exactly. I always ask.
I've always found that quite bizarre.
It's a question that I always have in my mind. Why some people what is the purpose of doing music, or especially what is the purpose of being a DJ? Because sometimes you talk to older people or I don't know, whoever, and they don't take DJs seriously, you know, and some people do it just to be cool, or like, why? What is the reason behind, really? Because I think we people who make music or art in general, we need to be conscious that it's I think it's the most important thing in the world. Music, like energetically, is the most magical exchange of energy that we could have, you know. It's a gift. So what are you doing with that gift? What is the reason behind, you know?
You know, that's awesome, to be fair. That is an awesome way of putting it.
Yeah, because like you are giving that to people. You are like how do you say it, like music is going through you. Music is happening all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just, you are like, how do I say, like, not the connection, the source, not the source,
there's nothing that I can never think of anything else, and people that know me very well know this about me when it comes to music, where it's like, I think it's the greatest invention that the human race has ever created.
For sure.
Out of everything. It's like, because there is nothing that can control somebody's mood and behavior better than music. You're feeling down, it's a music.
Exactly.
Like music is everywhere.
Even it's beautiful
in our
when
world.
you're sad and you want to listen to sad music, just music, but like how beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
And when people, you know, and it's also one of these things where we all know bad music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's also very, very important. So it's like, you know when something's good because you see people produce bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that way, when I was at F1, you were at F1, you were playing. I was at F1 as a spectator, and went to see Metallica. And I've always wanted to see Metallica.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big that type of music, Rage Against the Machine, Metallica, The Prodigy. Do you know what I mean? It's all because that type of stuff. You're going mad. It's loud, but it's like 4 guys on a stage in front of 40,000 people.
Yeah.
The sound system was incredible.
Really?
Oh, mate.
Oh my God.
I'm
stop.
standing there. I'm standing there in the amphitheater at F1
Yeah.
with Metallica on, and at one point I'm thinking, flipping heck, like the sound was incredible.
Wow.
And they were playing. I think they weren't playing Enter Sandman. They were playing Nothing Else Matters, which is one of their biggest.
Oh my God.
Everyone's singing it.
Stop it.
And at one point, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm happy to say this because we're having this kind of deep music thing, right? And I'm standing there and I'm thinking, you know, human beings, we're all really stressed out all the time. Everyone's got their own, living in the madness in their own head.
Yeah.
And I looked up and you could see the moon, right?
Okay.
It was really bright. And I just had this, this is music. I had this moment where I was like, Nothing Else Matters. I think it came out something like 1992, 1993, something like this. So this tune's been in my sphere for 30 odd years or whatever it is.
Okay.
And I was thinking, here I am standing here listening to the band that made this loud with 40,000 other people.
Wow, I have a good
I'm
spot.
looking up at the moon, and I just thought, fuck me, this is good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't think that about the whole gig. It was just this moment where you're
That's
like,
beautiful.
I'm seeing the band who made this
That
song.
is really beautiful.
Everyone's singing it. And I wasn't hammered or anything like that.
I get it.
And that's music.
It's beautiful that that happened to you. That
It was
moment is
wicked.
magical. That is like, how do you explain that? You know, sometimes, because it happened to me sometimes when I play and I have these moments of, I just want to cry in the middle of a gig.
Yeah,
Like, girl, and it's like few seconds, okay? It's just few seconds. And then it's just gratitude, you know? Like the only thing I can do in these few seconds is just to be grateful for this gift. It's a gift. And then when I ask myself, but how? I don't know. The only thing I can think about is God. Really, because like, how do you explain?
But this is the beauty.
How do you explain it?
It's the power of music where
Really?
you can't, let's say you just, and again, as I sort of come back to when I was running clubs, you stand on the door of a London nightclub or any nightclub in the world, and you probably have it as a DJ where someone comes to the DJ box and they just go, thank you.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
God.
stood on the door of these clubs when 5 a.m, when guests, it's all over, music's off, guests are exiting.
Yeah.
And you see like 3 guys, arm in arm, coming past, covered in sweat, and they're smashed. But they look and they go, amazing, awesome. And you know,
Tell me when is your next gig? I want to
they
come. I love
they
that.
stumble off down the road. But as a manager, you're like, they have had something they're going to wake up the next day and go, how good was that? Do you know what I mean? And we
Yes.
need this,
Of course.
as people. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You need those moments of going out
You need to.
getting that connection and being removed from your life, your head, your
Exactly.
troubles, and it just, I don't know, it's like a reset.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
So again, we go back to what is the purpose of being a DJ?
Yeah.
You just explain it, you know, and for me, like, it's so important the fact that I don't drink alcohol, because for me to give that clean energy while I'm playing to people that is even like high or drunk, I don't care, but you know, like to deliver something that I love so much, and it comes from the bottom of my heart and my soul in the most clean way, you know.
Did you used
And then
to
I
drink?
see the results and I see what people tell me and how grateful they are. It's like, thank you, God. Like, and I realized, I came to this world for this. That is my purpose, you know. That's why I work in music, for this. It's clear, you know.
And you know what the thing you know what the thing is? I sit 6 feet away from people, right, and talk to people twice a week, you know, and you really mean that. Like, you really mean that statement. Do you know what I mean? I can see it all over you. You know, they might not get it through if watching it. So I'm just reaffirming it. It's like, I can see the whole
You do?
passion. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's amazing.
asked, like, did you used to drink? Like,
I used to,
was there a moment where you were like, I can't do this at work, or
Um, I never had a good relationship with alcohol, honestly.
I don't think many people
I
do.
don't think many people does.
I think people think they do.
I don't understand. Uh, it's like, I mean, of course, I used to drink. I used to like everything. I was a party girl
Yeah.
before. But then I started like my healing journey and all of that, and I stopped everything. And yeah, I look back then and I remember like the feeling when I used to be drunk. And when you're outside with people and you're drunk and you're talking, you cannot understand if someone is being real with you. Sometimes you said things you regret. And then I'm like,
100%.
what is this? And then when I stopped drinking and I started to feel okay with that, because at the beginning it was like, this is boring or whatever. But then, I'm growing, I'm not like 20 years old anymore. I'm 31. And then you grow and you understand like, wow, this is nice. Like, I'm in a club, I'm talking to people. I know if you're saying bullshit to me, I know, and I don't waste my time. Like, I just go and put my energy somewhere else. And it's like life changing, I go, I listen to music, I don't waste my time. I don't waste energy, words. I don't know. I don't have like hangover, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I hate that
Hangovers,
the hangover was like terrible for me. Like I don't create confusion in my brain. Nothing is like amazing. I wouldn't change this for anything. That's why I don't even smell it. No. And when I see drunk people, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
I swear to God. I'm sorry.
I
I know.
thought you were going to say something like, yeah, it's terrible. You're like, it breaks my heart to see drunk people. You know what I mean?
I'm dying. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not against it, but yeah.
I do think
it's a process. Everyone went through it. It's fine.
Yeah, I think alcohol is on its way out as because I was going to ask you, you've played, coffee shop.
Oh my God.
Alcohol-free parties.
That's amazing.
That is something that is on the rise.
Wow. I highly recommend it.
How have they been?
What?
How is it?
It's amazing. It's the most clean energy. And like when we do it in the morning, the party is called Soul Sessions. It's amazing. When we do it in the morning, like some people like come from the gym, or sometimes we do it at the gym too. So they are like dancing and like sweating, and the energy, they are happy, and they're like, there is even more energy than in the club. I promise you. It's crazy. I was shocked too. Like, really, I didn't expect that. But yeah, people is even more like connected than in the clubs.
I think that, because I think that people live in this way that you need to, I don't know how to politically correct say, you need to sort of be under the influence of something, do you know what I mean, in order to enjoy the music and everything like that. And now that, as I said a minute ago, my feelings about alcohol is I do think it's on its way out with the younger generations coming through. Yeah. Because when I was younger, culturally we were out getting smashed all the time. Yeah. But as a lot of people my age
even for me at my, like when I was younger, I was like 15 or 16, I wasn't allowed. My mom would like kill me, but like my friends used to go and drink bottles of alcohol in the streets.
But we never had mobile phones and cameras and social media. That's the thing for me.
Yeah, I think
where
so.
I'm like, imagine like, if I look back at some of the raves and the nights out and everything, and suddenly you kind of looked around and your friends there with people are going to know what I mean when I do this. Yeah. And they're going, everyone smile, all like this.
I think that's
I could get
why.
a lot of trouble for that facial expression.
Yeah.
But then, if you saw that the next day, you'd never go out again.
Exactly.
You'd turn and go, I'm not going out ever
Exactly.
again. And I think that people, the younger generations coming through, know that everything's being filmed, everything's on camera, everything's going on. So I don't want to be,
Yeah.
you know, heartbreakingly.
You don't want to break my heart.
Don't want to be heartbreakingly drunk, you know, on camera, on
You kill me.
stories the next day. It's like, my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's
Do you
not
know
good.
what I mean? Fantastic.
Yeah.
But so, okay, here's one I really wanted to ask you, which was, I've had a lot of people on from my era, and we always talk about mobile phones and filming the DJ and standing there and everything like that. And even though I had my wonderful Metallica moment, do you know what I mean? There was a ton of people just filming, you know, some of their biggest,
yeah,
and
that's
I'm
crazy.
just like,
I know.
how do you feel? How do you feel about it coming more from the social media sort of era? Do you how do you feel about as a DJ when you look up and you see everyone filming you? What do you think?
Listen, I have to admit, I'm also one of the people who films in the concert. Like,
No, everyone does. I didn't. You know, I took Metallica
No,
videos.
but I find myself sometimes. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why? You know, like just look, watch, and then like I stop. But I think we don't realize it so much. And it's this like anxiety of showing, you know, I'm here and I need people to see that I'm like watching this artist. I don't really know like why, you know, but I think it's that.
I agree.
You know,
I think we've moved into a world of
they needed to show what's happening.
Look where I am.
Yeah, look how cool I am. Like, look, like maybe you're sleeping in your house and like I'm here watching Metallica, you know. Like,
but you're not watching Metallica. You're watching your phone.
Exactly.
Watching
your phone.
You're
crazy.
You know, and it's like
you're wasting that energy to show someone instead of actually watching the
enjoying
artist
it
and enjoying it. So it's like, I don't know, a loop of.
But
I don't know.
We would go out when we were younger, and obviously we had no phones and things, and we'd have the night out, and the next day we'd all sit around talking about it. Oh, do you remember that? Oh, do you remember the DJ played that moment? And do you remember
God, I'm so jealous.
Do you remember we were on the podium and we were on the dance floor and that guy did that, and then you fell over, and you know this and everything else, and that was where we were getting that kind of. You know, let's say post night out conversation where you're reliving it through speech and memories.
Yeah.
And I'm
the best.
Yeah, 100%.
The best.
And people think I'm old, which I am, but they think you're old and you're boring.
No.
And it's no. We've seen both sides. We've seen the side of going out where you don't have phones, and we've seen the side where you do. So my favourite band's The Prodigy, right? I've seen it about 10 times. I remember going to Prodigy gigs without a phone, and you're just going nuts, and everyone's going nuts, and the whole place is going nuts. But then I've been to Prodigy gigs with a phone, you know, and I've had my mates home and I go, can you stop filming everything? Because I'm doing the thing. I'm standing there going like, you fucking tell people I'm at the Prodigy. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I mean.
And
so you're
like,
also trapped in this.
I'm trapped too. I'm not standing up on high going, how could you all? Like, we're all in the, where you feel that. I mean, I went to see Dave Chappelle, the comedian, in the Etihad in Abu Dhabi. They make you put your phone in a case. And lock it and had it in my pocket. The minute I walked into the arena, I naturally took the thing out, was doing this, and I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, it's in a locked, sealed bag. But my entire feeling was to quickly film it so I can tell every idiot where I am.
Yeah. I know, it's sad.
But the question is do you and the people, your friends, and when you go out, do you get together the next day and go through your phones? Oh, do you mean? Oh, look! Let me send you that video. Like, no.
I mean, we can exchange videos. We can talk about it. I don't know. For example, I went to the Lady Gaga's concert in Milan with my best friend 2 months ago, something like that. We did a couple of videos, and then for example, we went back home, and until now we still watch the videos, But because I don't know, it's like
It's Lady
so
Gaga.
beautiful to remember and to see and that. But yeah.
So, are you going to produce music? Are you going to get into actually creating
I'm on the
something?
way.
Yeah, how's it going?
It takes time, honestly, and now is the season in Dubai, so I'm busy every day. But yes, for next year, I have to release some tracks.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's happening. It's happening. Yeah.
Because I, for one, would be really kind of interested to see what you put out, because I could sense high energy with lots of fireworks.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
like,
mean?
I'm a little bit dark too when I play. So yeah, I have to admit, people doesn't think that. They think that some people that doesn't know me and they go see me, they think like I'm gonna play like, like pop, like commercial. But then the true colors come.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look, believe it or not, we've come to the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was so
That
fast.
flies, huh?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've got people waving at me in the background. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I love you, Nita, don't worry. But look, as I ask all Tasty Humans people at the end, if you could summarize life, love, art, music, everything into one statement, if someone said, I don't know, like, what's your philosophy or anything, what would it be?
Oh my God. I don't know. For me, it's just have fun. Don't take things seriously, Like, this is all a joke for me, Like, life is a joke. Even though I still like get stressed, I still suffer anxiety and like so many things. Like I'm doing therapy, all of that, and I'm working on it. But still, I know that this is all a joke. Even like the outfits, I was telling you today, like I don't take it seriously. It's just like, since I'm existing and living, like why would I not wear cool stuff, and make it like fun? Just enjoy the present moment and just don't take life too seriously.
Fantastic.
That's it. And music is everything.
Music is everything.
Music is absolutely like I think if it wasn't for music, maybe I wouldn't even be alive, honestly. It's like my savior, my heartbeat, my everything. I exist because of that, That's it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
Miss
can't
Ridge.
believe
Thank you so
did
much.
it.
I know. And then
swear.
come back next year when you've released some music and we'll see how we're getting on.
Of course. Thank you so much for giving me the space.
No problem.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
coming. Cheers.
Ah.